Okay, everyone's favorite topic. Let's talk the deadlift grip. One of the things you're going to find is that your grip, your ability to hold the bar in your hands is going to become the limiting factor on your ability to execute the deadlift. Meaning, as the deadlift gets heavy, before the muscles of your back and your arms fail, your grip is going to fail. So when you start this, you're going to start with just a double overhand grip. Why is a double overhand grip good? Well, because it's symmetrical. When I go down and grab it with double overhand, I'm evenly loading my whole skeletal system. And when you're first getting started, this grip will work just fine. But here's something that you should know. The back cannot hold what the hands cannot. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you have a rigid back and you're coming up out of a deadlift and your grip starts to fail, the bar starts to move down in the palm, the fingers start to give way on rep number 5, what is going to happen to your back? It's going to round. Every time. It's going to round because in your brain, you're trying to bring the bar back closer to your hips and get it on your thighs so that you can finish it, not from standing up with your legs, but rather from kind of hitching it up. So that we don't want that to happen. So we're going to find a grip that allows us to hold the weight so that our back can stay rigid. Now, start training with the double overhand, and then the next thing you're going to go to is the hook grip. All the hook grip is it's taking your thumb, wrapping it around the bar, and then taking your index and middle finger and taking your thumb and pressing it back up into the bar. It's adding a friction point. It's taking the webbing of your thumb and it's jamming it back up into the knurling and allowing you to then squeeze that thumb and not let the bar roll out of the hand. So Diana will show us what that looks like. She walks up and she takes this part of her hand and she just mashes it against the knurling. Then she wraps the thumb around the bar and then her fingers around her thumb. Grip width is the same as the other ones. Then she sets her back just like she would in a deadlift, and this is what it looks like from this side. Bar is set, it's on her shins, thumb is back up against the bar, and the fingers are mashing the thumb into the knurling. Go ahead and let go. Stand up. So, that is the hook grip. It's very simple. There's a problem though. Most everyone is a wimp, and they don't like to deadlift with the hook grip because their thumbs hurt. Yeah, Diana can do it with a fresh manicure, but you can't. I get it. It is painful. You do have nerves in your fingers, and they will let you know that you have 315 pounds going against your thumbs. What I can tell you is that it's not dangerous. My best deadlift's 565 pounds, and my thumbs are still here, and I pull it with a hook grip. I pull almost everything with a hook grip. The hook grip is preferred because it keeps things symmetrical. However, if you can't stand the hook grip, or if it's just too uncomfortable, or you might be someone with a little bit smaller hands and you can't get your thumb around the bar, a mixed grip or an alternate grip is also okay. An alternate grip is where you're going to take one hand and flip it over. I don't know which one, you'll just have to see what comes natural. It's like riding a surfboard or a skateboard. Are you goofy or regular stance? You're going to figure out what makes sense. For most people, their dominant hand will be overhand and their non-dominant hand will be supine. But an alternate grip allows you to now have opposing forces on the barbell, which allows you to hold it, not to mention this hand in the supine keeps it where gravity, the fingers are up around the bar and it's easier to hold. Problems with it? Well, there's really two. One or three. You're not symmetrical anymore. Your shoulders are set up slightly different because this elbow is rotated and it's different than your right one. That's problem number one. Problem number two is that if the bicep is not completely locked out, or the elbow rather locked out, then it can put the bicep under tension. Remember, tension is a pulling force. So if I have my elbow bent at all and my bicep engaged when I go to deadlift with this arm, it can pull at where the bicep attaches down here at the elbow joint. If you're deadlifting 100 pounds, probably not a problem. You build your deadlift up to 600 and you start doing that, could be a problem. So if you're gonna do the alternate grip, you wanna make sure that the elbow is completely extended and completely long. And then lastly, the third thing that the alternate grip can do, or the mixed grip can do, is it can cause a windmill effect. Because you have opposing forces going on if the bar comes off the ground, a lot of times one side of the deadlift bar will go away from the body and the other one come towards you. At sub-maximal weights, it may not be the end of the world, but when the weights get heavy, every inch, every millimeter away from midfoot has an impact on how much you're supposed to do. So, double overhand preferred, then the hook grip, and then the mixed grip. Now let's talk straps. Are straps okay? Yes, straps are just fine. If you're an older adult that's never going to compete and you're struggling to grip the bar, maybe you have a former arm injury or something in the elbow, straps can allow you to grasp the bar and that not be an issue and perform the deadlift. If you're a younger adult, hey, one of the things is you want your grip to get stronger. So if you're doing this program correctly, adding a little bit of weight each time, then you'll find that, hey, as I grip the bar, my grip gets stronger. There's a place for straps. They can be useful. We have more content on where you can find out and how to use those. There's a little bit to it that we won't go into right now. But straps are okay, and they're a tool for your toolbox. That's the grip on the deadlift. Let's have Diana show an alternate grip just so you can see. So she's right-handed. She's going to take her dominant hand, put it overhand, and this one supine. All other mechanics stay the same. The biceps locked, and she just stands up with the bar all the way up. You can see it's a little bit lopsided from the different arm lengths, but that's okay, and she goes back down. That's the alternate grip, and it's a great tool. You can also switch grips during a heavy set. Let's say you're hook gripping your top set of 5 in your deadlift and it's heavy and you get to number 3 and your hook grip's failing or your double overhand is failing. You don't have to stop the set and give up. In between reps, you can simply flip a hand, use that tool, and complete the set of 5. What you're trying to do is find a way to grip the bar so that you can add 5 more pounds and train and stress your body more than you did last time. While I prefer the hook grip, any way you can find to do that is just fine, and these are all tools that you can utilize.